Welcome everybody to the video exclusive for Raw Dogs. We're going to be showing you some footage for this new. That I can see that now says Watch Dogs.
Yeah, I was totally watchdogging it last. No wait, no.
This is a new IP from Ubisoft Montreal.
By the way, I'm impressed with Ubisoft's ability to not have this game leak at all before the announcement.
Sure. This is LA. Or Chicago. This is a city. And our target is Joseph de Marco, which is Spanish for our mark.
The basic idea here is that everything in this city is controlled by one OS, one operating system.
Smart cities.
Okay.
They're implementing this in London.
Yeah, so this dude has a gadget now that can control anything in the city, and also all the people are stored in this city's OS, and it will store all the interesting features of this person and whatnot. So
can
he has
I
a
upload
gadget.
a prostitute?
I don't think you're understanding what I said.
You wouldn't download a car.
Is this expository information or is this like features of a game itself?
This is just a setting that we didn't get to show.
Here's the thing. I still have extreme hopes for this game because it's so beautiful.
Is it?
It's a pretty
really
game.
pretty.
Yeah.
It is
It's
very
really
pretty.
pretty game.
I dig his jacket.
Even the on-screen map, which by the way, I think people should just find a way to abolish that in games. The on-screen map looks kind of cool and stylized.
Sure. It has a little feathered edges instead of like a strong border.
But once we get into the gameplay, that's what makes all of this prettiness all the more disappointing. It seems to go to waste to just...
Okay, so
generic
original IP
gameplay.
by Ubisoft. I saw third person. I was like, okay, don't be Assassin's Creed. That was pretty much what I wanted. I just want to say that now.
So that when it slowly becomes Assassin's Creed,
it's mainly at the end where I was like, okay, this is.
Or I want to see some parkour elements.
I dig his jacket. I do dig his jacket.
I like that he's got his hands in his pockets.
I really like the aesthetic all around. It could be enough to make me get this game.
So he just dropped everyone's cell phones. That's kind of cool.
So is this all about like Pranksters the game?
It's kind of like Cyber Terrorist the game.
That could be fun.
So Joseph our Mark presents.
David Cross is in this game.
I should mention...
That is David Cross. My
It's like
God.
David Cross if David Cross was Ice Cube, maybe.
It's kind of cool because, when he eats that steak, he knows that what he's tasting is just...
Right on.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I gotcha.
Oh, that's interesting marketing. The little thing.
Got your little waiters. I believe those are robots. Maybe they're people.
I think that they're just masks.
I'm
Yeah,
curious
people with things
if
on their
people
head.
with the phone app can actually scan that from their game and then have it.
Yeah, that's probably
There
interesting.
you go.
Somebody's at least probably going to copy it to a piece of paper or something and
Right,
scan
exactly.
Probably get an alternate reality game going.
Nah, it'll probably just be red tube links it brings you to.
There you go.
So in this future, people are interacting with each other, and that seems
Yes.
I love how
Standing
everything in
around.
the future is just digital. It's like an art gallery, and so it's all digital art.
Yep.
Is that, like... This is a view of the future where everything's gone digital, even everything.
Hold on,
Oh,
they're,
boy.
they're gonna curse a lot just to be edgy.
Bullshit.
Oh my
Edgy.
This game has what I
Are we
want.
done yet? Is Tom Cruise the protagonist? Okay. He looks Asian.
At least in demeanor. By the way, can I say, in video games like this, my favorite thing to do when I'm just being a badass is to pimp strut around, and that seems like his default.
Yeah,
pimp
yeah.
strut.
His little pimp strut.
Well, it looks like everyone in the future is really boring. They're all just standing there and just...
Yeah, they're not really
So-
doing anything at that
Exactly,
point.
that doesn't sound so much like future as it does present.
Shut up. We're watching E3 coverage.
Oh, maybe they're just standing around because they're too absorbed in their phones and stuff like that.
Oh,
Are
well,
they
that's
even
what I was
outside?
saying, is it didn't seem like they were, because they were interacting in that
Oh.
bar.
Yeah.
They weren't sitting on their phones.
Yeah, apparently in the future we've done away with people ignoring everyone else.
By the way, if it shows his little gadget next time, it looks like an iPhone.
It
It has like a
does.
bunch of little square app-like things on the face
Yeah.
of it.
Oh, I
How
thought
many
they
of
were
you guys-
actual buttons, but that's goofier.
It just makes me think of, like, the last episode of Sherlock, when he tries to break into everything using the master key.
I didn't
Yeah,
even know
we've
that there was a
seen
show
Sherlock.
called Sherlock.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
didn't
knew
either.
that,
No
but we
idea.
haven't seen it yet. We're gonna
Okay.
watch it.
Well, you guys should watch it.
Sherlock
But
Holmes.
We're gonna.
it's Sherlock, homies.
See, there needs
Okay,
to
no, I
for this
like
to
this
be
part.
realistic. There needs to be a guy trying to hit on a girl,
pretty cool.
and she's ignoring
However-
him for her phone.
Are you going to be able to do this with everyone in the world?
I hope. I think
HIV
it's cool,
positive.
right?
How many people are going to be charged with plagiarism?
By the way,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
love to kill the guy that's HIV positive and just get blood everywhere to see if I get infected.
Oh, that's smart. See, you're listening in on pointless fucking conversations.
No, this is
She's
really
got her
pointed.
iPad.
So I think I have the opposite problem. In the game, you're probably only going to be able to listen to phone calls of important things.
See, there's his phone.
Yes, that's true.
got his-
yeah.
apps on there.
Oh, you're right. It's an iPhone.
It is. And
See,
he probably
I
looks like a
like
fucking
this.
nerd because nobody uses an iPhone anymore.
If he aims it at someone who's like, it'll tell you their violence
Outstanding
level,
loans, military reservists.
violence probability, and it goes up as you get close to him. Little cute things. Oh, and then we get in Deus Ex Human Revolution combat here.
That's an asp.
Push one button and, take a guy down.
Yeah.
It's called immersion, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
by the way, this game does not look fun at all.
I think this is cool.
I
Coming
feel
up.
like if you're doing missions, it could be fun, but so far they haven't given us any reason to really be intrigued.
Did anybody else want him to go right and go up that set of
I
cement
kinda
bricks
did, yeah.
and like climb up? Okay,
But the mini-map is leading him somewhere else.
fair enough.
I like how he holds his gun. Behind him, he's kind of sneaky.
Yeah, like kind of hiding it, not just
I
like,
like it.
sup, this is my gun.
Okay, now this is really cool, right? He's disabling the stoplight, but that's
Clearly scripted.
clearly scripted.
Yes.
So I feel like this game is showing me that it's got a bunch of cool stuff, but it's going to be the same.
But
every
it's
time
going
you
to be
play.
If every
one more
single-
next-gen, quotes, game that plays itself.
Yeah, exactly.
And okay, so Max Payne 3. You know how in Max Payne 3
Oh, Max Payne 3 as he goes into bullet time. Perfect time.
every bullet is its own bullet. Like it's
Yeah,
its
there's
own
an actual
instance.
bullet.
Can we make every person in this game its own instance? Every car its own instance.
That would be fantastic, but I
So-
don't think it's going to happen.
It's never gonna happen.
I kind of wish you could stalk someone in this game. Like, if you know that so-and-so is HIV positive and you follow them around.
Yeah.
Or, like, so-and-so is an adopted
Why-
parent.
why
and
is-
you watch them go home and, like, meet their adopted child and, like, watch them.
See, I don't
That's a
think
little weird.
I don't know
know.
if it's
I
going to
feel
be
like it'd be
open world.
interesting.
This looks pretty open world right now, but I don't know. If it's
I don't
actually
know
going to
why
be
you'd
open.
need a map if it wasn't open world.
That's true.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. The other thing you have to realize is Ailey and Jake are fucking obsessed with HIV positive.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys.
Well, that was
that's
the
perfectly
first
guys.
thing I could think
By the
of.
way, Ailey, you might want to get yourself tested.
So this game, Raw Dogs, is all about an HIV positive character.
No,
I think it's Straw Dogs.
the reason I would want to stalk someone like that is to see if they actually like left the club, or if they were forever in the club. Do these people exist, or are they just randomly generated?
That's what I was
So
wondering.
I doubt
if
they're
they
even
have-
randomly generated.
How many of them?
See, but if you could do that with every person in the city, see their personal information, then that personal information would have to be randomly generated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of like they just have a database of all the like the corresponding similar information. Like, okay, this would work if the person is male, and
Yeah.
Or they make 100 million, or a million population game with random bits of information for every single person.
Yeah. Right.
honestly,
Well,
that
it'd
could have
be
been
cool if
one
that
person's
happened.
job to just
Kablam!
like take fan information from like the Ubisoft website or whatever, and just make those fans into
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Or just
the
look at a
world
phone
full of
book.
characters,
Right.
or just look at a phone book. I say, like, somebody, if it was somebody's sole job to just fill in all that information, it could be done.
Okay, so it's not open world. You're getting in a car.
Well, let's see. Max Payne was 29
I think it is
gigs,
open world. That's what we.
So
I mean, it is
obviously
open
people are
world. Why is it
downloading
not?
large games.
A lot of people are saying the driving looks terrible.
Well, almost
mean-
all games, and it's rainy. To be fair,
You have to be pretty.
ramp.
Whoa! I wouldn't have appreciated it unless it was in slow mo. Oh, never mind.
check out those straw dogs.
I don't know. That's their big reveal.
I played a
big gameplay
cadaver in
reveal.
Straw Dogs. Did you
It
know
was
that?
raining, so why did they call it snow dogs?
Why didn't they call it?
So the person at the
Yeah.
beginning was Cuba.
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 Cuba?
All right,
well-
keep on watching for more.
I think
of
we're
our-
just getting like exhausted with how bad games look this E3.
E3 teardowns are kind of destroying my fun. Like, it's kind of depressing to be this negative about everything.
It's hard to be positive. Are you seeing this?
Yeah, it's really hard to be positive.
You know what? We're going to be we're going to have the next one with much more gusto in our negativity.
Much more
and
gusto.
you'll see why.
So stick around for more E3 teardown.